lights out, and we are racing in this wet Thai Grand Prix here in Thailand. And what a launch away by Jorge Martin. He has got the drop on the field. Fabio Quartararo with a sensational start on the factory Yamaha. He's immediately briefly up into second place. Bastianini's going the wrong way on the factory Ducati, coming out of the first corner, as now in the spray goes Bagnaia trying to close in on Martin.
That was contact with Marc Marquez, I think, on the way out of turn one for Adair Bastianini. That was a very good start.
Martin wide.
I just hope from his point of view it wasn't too good. It looked borderline to me.
He's gone wide though into turn three. They go side by side. They rub elbows, do the top two riders in the World Championship. You can hear the roar of the crowd. They are on their feet. Martin closes the door on Bagnaia going into turn four. Right foot off the peg there for Bagnaia as he tries to force the issue, tries to get to the front of this Grand Prix.
Well, track position is important in a dry race because of the tyre temperature and pressure. It's important in a wet race because you have no spray and no issues of visibility up ahead of you. Jorge Martin has seized the high ground on this first lap.
Another scare there for Martin. And now Martin's off the circuit. Martin runs wide. Big mistake on the front end then into turn three. Martin drops in behind Marc Marquez. He loses the lead and now he's back in third place. And now he has to deal with the spray behind Marquez's Gresini Ducati. The beast has crashed out of this Grand Prix. Back at the front, Marquez, is he close enough to send it on the inside of Bagnaia into turn 12? You bet he is. Marc Marquez has made so many great moves here down the years. He's going to run a little bit wide though. Side by side, the crowd are on their feet here in the main grandstand. It's advantage Bagnaia as we start lap 10. Martin's made a mistake once again.
Another little mistake for Jorge Martin, who can see the top two up ahead of him. Bagnaia responds with the fastest lap of the race.
This is as close as Marquez has been for the last 3 or 4 laps. Is he going to be close enough to attack? He's coming from a long way back. He'll have the inside line. Is he going to run in hot? Bagnaia will just get him on the cutback. Bagnaia saw that coming. He saw that he just had to lower the brake, squeeze to the inside line. Fingers crossed inside the factory Ducati garage. Marquez! Oh, he's gone down! He's tried so hard, so desperate he was to save that front end slide. It was gone for so long. I thought he'd saved it on his elbow and his knee, but gravity took over and Marc Marquez then tips off out of turn 2 here in Thailand. Boy, did he fight to keep control.
If it wasn't for the curb, I think he might have saved it. He hit the curb and that's ultimately what took the front away from Marc Marquez. Turn 8 clearly is lethal in these conditions. There it is, look, as he hits those Pisano curbs, that's where the save ultimately went and that's where second place went. Of course, it now falls into the hands of Jorge Martin.
Whoa! Wow. Whoa, right behind Marc Marquez as we saw the 8-time world champion crash out of contention. Almost joining him in the gravel trap was Jorge Martin.
Costa's patience has now finally ran out as we come into the second of those consecutive left-handers of turn number 5. Clean move from the former Moto2 world champion. I guess we should now call him, and he's now through into 4th place.
Yeah, and he almost lost the rear, and now he's going to start the chase at Miller. Going a long way around the outside of Jack Miller. Goes Pedro Costa. They're going to rub shoulders, aren't they? Rub fairings on the exit of turn 3. The 2 RC16s go side by side on the drag race now to the blind entry turn 4. Miller toughing it out. He goes around the outside of Acosta in 2-4. How much do these two want a podium here in Thailand? Well, this is how much. Acosta now flings it on the inside of Miller into 5.
Supreme bravery, but also supreme skill between Jack Miller and Pedro Acosta. Acosta will now have the inside line for turn 7. He's back on the inside. This is all potentially playing to the hands of Fabio Di Gianantonio behind him in 5th as he now joins this podium battle.
Bagnaia wins here in Buriram. He gives it the big fist pump to his factory Ducati crew. Jorge Martin does take second place. What a huge 20 points that could be in the final reckoning for the World Championship leader. Pedro Acosta, absolutely sensational. He does take 3rd place. Mathematically now, we have just 2 title contenders remaining. Just 2 left standing in the race for glory in the 2024 MotoGP World Championship. And it is now 17 points in favour of Martin.
If you can't get enough MotoGP, click here to subscribe.